Today, we play Serena.
Sometimes, when I make a great effort, I can remember her scent, the sweetness of her breath. Serena. Serena? Why can't I see you more clearly? Why can't I even remember? This was taken on that crisp winter night at our mutual friend's hunting lodge. We came back indoors, laughing, giddy as teenagers. It was truly like an enchanted time, like we were in a magic circle where no sorrow or pain could touch us. My love, we don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important. The guy who snapped this, our host that night, used an actual film camera. It was a different world back then. My love, we don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important. Serena enjoyed spice in our life. I preferred it more bland. We were so different on some points. The furniture came with the cabin. Considering how off the beaten path this place is, that helped make up our mind. Sometimes she would brush her leg against mine under the table when we were eating. A curious, sensual thrill. The table is worn but sturdy, just like our relationship was. Or is. We just don't know anymore. Our dining table, quite modest, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I could tell plenty of stories about this table. To be honest, I'm surprised it's still in one piece. The dining table was well worn even when we acquired the cabin. You could tell from its appearance that it had been the centerpiece of many happy occasions, and there were many more to come. Our dining table, quite modest, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So many afternoons spent in this armchair.
Come sit with me. I want to talk. And cuddle.
What did we talk about? Damn this fallible memory of mine. The most comfortable spot in the cabin, well, along with the bed, of course. I can imagine her cuddling up to me even now, putting her hand under my shirt. Of course, we made love here, too. There was no place in the cabin we didn't before things deteriorated.
Wow.
The most comfortable spot in the cabin, well, along with the bed, of course. So much wisdom and happiness in this bookcase. My life would have been much poorer without all this. The smell of old books is intoxicating. What happens to wood pulp as it ages gives it that distinctive vanilla smell. I loved it when we took down one of my favorites and curled up on the bed to read together as the wind howled outside on cold winter nights. Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here too. A lot of rarities and special editions here. I didn't lend out my Necronomicon, did I? No, of course not. Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here too. A lot of rarities and special editions here. I didn't lend out my Most of the books are mine. A lot of rarities and special editions here. I didn't lend out my I didn't lend out my Necronomicon, did I? No, of course not. Sharing meals with a good red wine was one of the great pleasures in our relationship, especially in the intimacy of this cabin. I should probably eat. Can't remember the last time I ate, yet I don't feel hungry. We had such a wonderful time dining in this cabin. Serena loved to experiment with her cooking. Truth be told, not all the cooking she did was a resounding success. We agreed to never attempt doing ravioli again.
You silly dolt. Here, give me that. Don't be such a child.
I have more pressing things on my mind right now than culinary exploits. The stove looks like something from World War I. I think it dates from the colonial era, probably brought over by the Pilgrims. It belongs in a museum. An archaeologist could excavate the layers of food forever welded onto this and learn about the days when other beings ruled the earth. Considering how basic and ancient the kitchen is, it's a wonder what we managed to do with it from time to time. Well, she mostly. I think it dates from the colonial era, probably brought over by the Pilgrims. This one wobbles. I always meant to do something about that, but somehow never got around to it. This used to be her favorite spot. She used to sit here, put her legs on the table, lean back, and just give me one of her smiles. Those effervescent, incandescent smiles. I could tell plenty of stories about this. The guy who snapped this, our host that night, used an actual film camera. It was a different world back then.
Strange. Figure reminds me of Nihil Umbra.
This window never got much attention. Then again, the view isn't nearly as spectacular. Priorities, right? I guess it's covered with grease and grime from cooking, mostly.
But the stove is over there. How's it
There's
grease?
probably nothing out there that I want to see, anyway. All the stuff I care about is inside. Well, except for Serena. I can make out nothing through this window. There was a time, long ago, that all this disrepair felt oddly homey. All the windows are drafty, but like everything else, we just got used to it. We liked it, even. I can make out nothing through this window. Once we dragged these chairs out to the lake and scrubbed off all the dust and grime of years. That was a long time ago. For all the charm of furniture like this, something about it reminds me of Ingmar Bergman. Sort of brooding. One of a matching pair, obviously. There was a piece of gum stuck to the underside of this chair back when we bought this place. We just left it there. For all the charm of furniture like this, something about it reminds me of Ingmar Bergman. Sort of brooding.
Well, kids in a bath.
No, I don't want to leave right now. There's still something for me in here. Something draws me to this trunk. Is it the memories locked within? Or something else? We use this trunk to store trinkets and papers, but I can't help thinking there's something of importance inside. It's too painful. I want to, but not yet. We found this trunk at a flea market. We used to love rummaging around those in our early years. Big enough for a lifetime of mementos. We hated guns, so we never had any, even out here. But this would have been a good place to keep one, since it can be locked. We found this trunk at a flea market. We used to love rummaging around those in our early years. Come, love, with peace in your heart, said Niamh of the ice-blue eyes. Blue eyes.
Ride with me. Shed your mortal guise. Here's our mount, a snow-white mare. Come, Oisin, or however that's pronounced, to my gardens fair. In the land of youth, ply your art. Ours shall be the cycle of days, our sun and sky and rainbow ways.
It's based on an Irish folktale. Warrior poet Oisin goes to Tirnanog, a Celtic otherworld known as the Land of Youth and Promise. Niamh is of the Fey folk, the fair ones, fairies.
Wrong spelling of Fae. It's F-A-E.
Weird mix of doggerel and artistry. The elemental imagery is evocative, but the language and structure are a bit quaint. Still, some lines jump out at you. I've always been drawn to things that are kind of both good and bad at the same time. Maybe because that's so like life. My grandma introduced me to these old legends when I was just a kid, in between stories of what she could still remember of her childhood in the old country. Weird mix of doggerel and artistry. The elemental imagery is evocative, but the language and structure are a bit quaint. Still, some lines jump out at you. The dining table was well worn even when we acquired the cabin. You could tell from its appearance that it had been the centerpiece of many happy occasions, and there were many more to come. She adored all things of nature. I remember her long walks out in the woods. Curiously, we never brought many plants inside the cabin. We were surrounded by so many outside, I guess we were saturated by them. At least I was. She is fairly religious. Not me. I'm the cold and cynical bastard. But I don't remember that ever being an issue between us. She always thought our relationship was a blessing. God, how I miss her. No longer the cynical asshole, I guess. Her faith came as a surprise to me. She was never prudish about sex, so I just didn't expect it. I guess people simply aren't that predictable. No, I don't want to read right now. Especially not a Bible. I have no need for the words in there. I don't feel like being admonished by a deity right now. No, I don't want to read right now. Especially not a Bible. Maybe I should have let her bring some plants inside. She liked them a lot. A plant is a plant. Beautiful to some, boring to others. They say these things are alive.
They are
If
alive.
they are, it must be a horrible existence, confined in their own silent, dark world.
1, they are beautiful, and 2, they are alive. Silent dark world? No.
We have
Beautiful.
much more interesting things than this plant inside the cabin. Like my books. A plant is a plant. Beautiful to some, boring to others. For some reason, light bulbs wouldn't last long in this lamp. I never looked into it.
Probably a wiring
2
issue.
days. 3 days tops. And bam! A brand new light bulb would burn out. Whenever her lamp didn't work, Serena would come by my side to read. A few moments later, she would lay her head down on my chest and fall asleep.
Oh. I love it when my wife does that.
The only reason this lampshade gathered less dust than the other one was that we had to keep putting new bulbs in this one. Because of a wiring problem or whatever, this one always starts smelling sharply of metal after being on for a while.
Sounds like a ground issue myself.
Considering what a strong odor of metal this one gives off when in use, I guess we were lucky never to have an accident.
Yeah. Well, it could be the wiring in the lamp, could be the wiring to the house itself causing it to overheat.
The only reason this lampshade gathered less dust than the other one was that we had to keep putting new bulbs in this one. Quite a large armoire for our admittedly Spartan needs. She uses most of it. We all have our skeletons in the closet, but not Serena. She was perfect. I'm not sure why, but I don't feel like opening it. The sole thought of it drains what little energy I have left in me.
Maybe there's something in here. Ooh.
Maybe later. There's nothing of interest inside the closet anyway. I'm a casual dresser. No need to change clothes right now. Don't think Serena would approve of me making an even bigger mess of the clothes in here. Maybe later. There's nothing of interest inside the closet anyway. Our refuge from the world, a place of warmth and passion. Sometimes we joked we needed to be so far out in the woods because that's how our sex life was. Far out.
If it's that good, I need to read some tips and advice.
The furniture came with the cabin, but the bedclothes we brought with us. A place like this needs some luxury, but without her, there are no monsters under the bed. I guess they're all in my head. I feel too restless to sleep right now.
Get in bed.
I don't sleep well without Serena next to me. Both a blessing and a curse, I suppose.
Oh, I sure understand how that goes. That's why I only get about an hour or two of sleep a day.
There are no monsters under the bed. I guess they're all in my head. I feel too restless to sleep right now.
What kind of poster is that? New Orleans? Is that what that is? EANS. It looks like there's a little bit of an L peeking out next to the E. Maybe it's called Orleans. I don't know. Can't really click on anything in there.
Unlike its sibling, this lamp would last for months. We brought the lamps with us when we got this place all those years ago. They were from a garage sale.
Depends on if it's on a separate outlet or if it's the same
The
one.
sun is streaming through the window. No reason to turn this on. All these metaphors and similes in my head. Light of my life. Make light. Wait, that's another kind of light. A lamp is a lamp, but to a writer, every mundane item triggers connections, and that leads to more. It seemed like neither of us could bother to properly wipe the lampshades. All these metaphors and similes in my head. Light of my life. Make light. Wait, that's another kind of light. The clock is a trophy from our flea market adventures. Chalk this particular purchase up to, every cabin needs one. The ticking begins to feel homey after a while. The first night was a nightmare, though.
I don't understand why people hate clocks like that. The ticking doesn't bother me.
Time never mattered much to us while we were hiding from the rest of the world here, as long as we were together and happy. The clock has always been rather autonomous. No matter how many times we've wound it up, it keeps going out of sync.
I noticed that with a lot of clocks, even digital ones do that. You set it for the right time, and after about 3 hours, it's like minutes ahead or minutes behind.
Actually, I think it might have gone out of sync again. No trusting this clock. I wonder what time it is. As if it mattered. The clock has always been rather autonomous.
Alright, so
No
it
matter how
currently
many
says
times we've wound it up,
6:15.
it keeps going out of sync.
So, I wonder if we keep going if the time will progress.
There's a strand of blonde hair in the comb. Yes, blonde hair like sun rays. I'm remembering. What's wrong with my memory? Did I have a stroke?
I don't know, is your face drooping on one side? Do you have slurred speech?
She also had a brush, but I can't see it anywhere. Nor some of her other personal items. It's just a regular comb bought from a supermarket, new enough to still have all its teeth. She also had a brush, but I can't hers. I used it too, when shaving. There's only an outhouse, and for some reason, whoever erected the rickety thing didn't think to include wall-to-wall mirrors, so this came in handy.
Huh?
Should I dust for fingerprints? I might if I were in a detective story. After all these years, it
Fourth wall.
permanently smells of her and her perfume. The last thing I need now is to see myself in the mirror. I must look awful.
Doesn't everybody look awful in the mirror? I sure do.
There's dust on this, too. It's everywhere. After all these years, it permanently smells of her and her perfume.
I hate dust. It's soft, and it gets everywhere.
The last thing I need now is to see myself in the mirror. I must look awful. They prevent my blood pressure from skyrocketing. Doctor's orders. And Serena's.
Wife's orders. What she says goes.
I'm generally not fond of taking medication. I find it hard to believe ingesting a few chemicals will do me much good in the long run.
Don't forget your pill, hun. I know you'd rather not, but you know it's for the best.
Beta blockers. I have high blood pressure. I'm only supposed to take these before meals. Not a big fan of them. They do tend to alleviate my headaches, though.
Well, yeah, blood pressure will affect whether you have a headache or not.
Beta blockers. I have high blood pressure. There's dust on this, too. It's everywhere. Comme une évidence. Serena's favorite perfume. I've always told Serena that she doesn't need to wear perfume. Her presence is magical enough already.
Aw. Cute.
It smells so elegant. There's violet leaf and silk tree blossom, I think. This perfume is perfect for Serena. Why didn't I ever notice? We were happy for a long time. At least, I think we were. But as time passed, we fought about every little thing, even this.
I'm sorry, but no. relationship is perfect without fight.
I keep looking at her things, remembering all the good and bad.
And if you've never fought or argued,
Depends on how you look at it.
you're delusional.
They're a wonderful sensory stimulant, an aphrodisiac, or a subtle weapon in the mating rituals of Homo sapiens. We were happy for a long time, at least I think we were. But as time passed, we fought about every little thing, even this. These keys are for the cabin and the car. If the keys are here, does she have her spare? I should probably stay here in case she doesn't. Did she even have her own spare? We also have a key for the outhouse, but can't be bothered to keep it anywhere other than under that rock next to the thing. No one comes here anyway.
Well, if it's the car keys and the cabin keys, I don't know what kind of car runs off those particular kind of keys.
We did have a night prowler once who left a mark inside the outhouse, but we rarely lock it anyway. I never noticed it before, but there's some rust on the ring. Should get a new one. We also have a key for the outhouse, but can't be bothered to keep it anywhere other than under that rock next to the thing. No one comes here anyway. We did have a night prowler once who left a mark inside the outhouse, but we rarely lock it anyway.
Dearest, how do I say any of this? I like your way with words, but if I don't write this, I don't know what I'll do. My life feels so unreal now, dreamlike, but wonderfully so. Let me try, even if clumsily. The hours I spent with you when we last met are precious to me. I was so lost such a short time ago. Everything seemed drained of color and feeling. I think we were meant to find each other, to bring meaning to our lives again, make sense of the confusion shrouding both of us. When we stepped into the crystal silence of the snowy woods, away from the chatter of the guests, all nature seemed expectant, as if holding its breath, witnessing a rare moment of something infinitely better than what life in the ordinary run of things has to offer. Do you remember how the light crust of the snow glittered in the reflected light of the country house? How the copse of trees in which we walked was haloed with a magical aura? I felt the chill of the night air, and you opened your coat and enfolded me in your arms, and we hugged tight, sharing the warmth, sharing the only thing any of us have to share on this earth when you think about it. And then you toppled us on the snow, you devil. We laughed and rolled around, my head already spinning from the wine and crisp, pure night air and the stillness all around. We lay back, and I gasped when I realized what I was seeing. The luminous starscape, like a vast velvet cloth sprinkled with powdered sugar, like it can only be seen in the countryside. I had tears in my eyes when I turned to you and we kissed, and it felt like the only moment in all of time, or outside time, and ours was the only spark that could ignite the universe. You gave me these moments. You complete me in ways I never knew to dream of. Let me be the one who makes sense of the confusion whenever you feel lost again. We can make our own world against the rest of the world if need be. Together we can silence all the demons, heal all the wounds. I love you. In eternity yours, Serena. Dearest, and then you
It's been so long since I said her name out loud. I think that's the moment I fell in love with her, when she told me the soothing sound of her name.
So glad to meet you. My name is Serena.
It's a beautiful day, though there's an unnatural calm surrounding the area. I've always loved the hazy afternoon shades of this place. It's deep into summer, so there's a few hours left until it gets dark. The sunlight is so bright here. In other circumstances, this would have been the perfect afternoon for us. There's a crack in this window from a tantrum she threw some time ago. It wasn't the only thing she threw. Not exactly perfect soundproofing. The sunlight can be confusing, oppressive, as if pregnant with some ill omen. Or is the stress finally catching up with me? The sunlight is so bright here. In other circumstances, this would have been the perfect afternoon for us. There's a crack in this window from a tantrum she threw some time ago. It wasn't the only thing she threw. Not exactly perfect soundproofing. I don't sleep well without Serena next to me. Both a blessing and a curse, I suppose. Big enough for a lifetime of mementos. I've always been drawn to things that are kind of both good and bad at the same time. Maybe because that's so like life. I better stay in case Serena comes back. One of a matching pair, obviously. There was a time long ago that all this disrepair felt oddly homey. I can imagine her cuddling up to me even now, putting her hand under my shirt. Our dining table, quite modest, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here too.
Feeling peckish, dear?
The stove looks like something from World War I. I could tell plenty of stories about this table. To be honest, I'm surprised it's still in one piece. My love, we don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important. The guy who snapped this, my love, we don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important.
Years passed, no tears fell, no death knell. Reached the golden shores they trod, here dwelled once mortal and god. Wishing of flesh, Nema of the Fae, till reason's light brought disarray, broke through imagination's shell. Are all my earthly loves beyond recall? Cried Oisin, lost, lost, as I am in thrall.
Years passed, no tears fell, no death knell reached the golden shores they trod. Another love story without a happy ending. Time works differently in the other world. She's gone, and even then I just keep reading. But it's always been my way of looking for answers, processing information. I can think of worse ways. My grandma introduced me to these old legends when I was just a kid, in between stories of what she could still remember of her childhood in the old country. Is there anything worse than beautiful memories turning to dust? I feel like I don't even have the strength to lift the lid. What once gave me so much joy now fills me with unbearable sorrow. We hated guns, so we never had any, even out here. But this would have been a good place to keep one, since it can be locked. All those moments we sat at this table, laughing, smiling, simply looking in each other's eyes. Will we have them again someday? This table has seen many happy times. The meals we shared, or when we just used to stay up late with a bottle of wine and talk. Oh, how we talked. I sure hope she comes back soon. We can sit down and discuss our problems, like we always did. We could always work things out. The dining table was well worn even when we acquired the cabin. You could tell. I kept saying I'd paint these chairs, add some color to this place. One more thing I never got around to.
Sounds like me.
I longed to see her sitting in this chair again. It must be any minute now. She must be coming back. These chairs numbed my back. Hers too. But I just got used to it. We could have gotten new ones. There was a piece of gum stuck to the underside of this chair back when we bought this place. We just...
Come sit with me. I want to talk. There's something I have to tell you. I have been trying, and believe me, I've been trying so hard.
I almost have it. What was she trying to tell me? Of course, we made love here, too. There was no place in the cabin we didn't before things deteriorated. Someone said, work and love are the only things that ever really happened to us. Was it Freud or Marilyn Monroe?
I don't know if that was Marilyn
Did I
Monroe.
let my work destroy my love? Writing was so all-consuming for me, yet I made so little headway in all this time. It all seems so meaningless now, drained of everything that made it worth reading in the first place. A lot of rarities and special editions here. Without any activity, the corner feels cold and lifeless. I'd give anything to see her standing here again, making coffee or sandwiches. I made my own too, of course, but it just made me happy to see. I didn't cook much for her, always so worried about my stuff. I tried to be charitable with her, but what did it get me? Honestly, she could rarely carry a tune, so her humming habit got on my nerves. My wife has no indulgence given except what comes to her from heaven. We eat little, we drink less. This earth breeds not our happiness. William Blake. Never those dry, blackened omelets again. Good riddance. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much.
Wrong.
All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies.
You saying you hate her,
This
that's a
armchair.
lie.
This is where we had that talk. That damn...
I've been trying so hard, but we lost something along the way. Did you get my letter? Will you just listen to me for once? God, you're always... Wait, where are you going? Don't walk away from me.
I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Sit down, we need to talk.
When did it go so wrong? This was supposed to be a... We weren't supposed to fight here.
You just don't get it, do you? You never do.
I torture myself trying to remember. I feel like throwing this chair through the window. But that would just make me even angrier. Her favorite chair, huh? I should just smash this thing to pieces. She's wobbly and off balance, just like she was. Especially that night. Too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much.
No, you don't.
All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. She's angry now. Part of me realizes I should be more shocked by this, but for some reason, I just feel numb, beyond it. She was lying to me and manipulating me all the time. Why did I let her do that? I'm the one who should have been scowling. She played me like a harp and made me look like a complete idiot. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. All of these these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies.
Changeable man, insolent wretch, who was it made the first overtures, named love unending as time endures, even as we rode across my father's realm, the mystic sea burnished by thy poet's helm. Know this, scribe it in thy final sketch, spell thy love without fault to the fay, or in thy life with feet of mortal clay.
Changeable man, insolent wretch. Ha ha, sounds like Serena, all right. Her father's realm. She was a daughter of the Celtic sea god Manannán. What was it? Maclur? Scholars say Niamh's divine father, Manannán, was of an elder race even more ancient than the Tuatha Danann. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. It's just a bunch of schmaltzy junk. Her jewelry box. What is it doing here? A shrine to naivety. I don't see anything else of value. I should just destroy this useless junk. But not even the venom inside me gives me strength. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight.
I sit here on the train, taking me to my final farewell to the ones who brought me to this world. I see the smiling couples on their way to new adventures and think, it used to be us. We had joy and laughter and friends once, but a memory is not the thing itself. You're very good at letting things you don't want to face slip off you. You continue as if nothing has changed, lost in your own lifeless world. Words and dreams may be enough for you. You know what? You'll get a chance to test that soon. I question how I once saw things. How much of what I thought we had were my own feelings, and how much of your manipulation, because you are so very good with words, aren't you? You knew how to use them when we met, and for the longest time, I went along with the romantic whirl you conjured up around our shabby, isolated existence. Oh, it took me long enough to see it for what it was. And there were these moments that you swept me off on foolish flights of fancy, when I threw myself into your fantasies. You wove your spell, plying me with your magic and with wine in equal measure, and I was taken in like the lost little girl I was. Do you realize all the pain you've caused me? They say if you have to ask whether someone loves you, you already know the answer. Protestations to the contrary can no more convince me any more than I can make my own mother or father draw breath again. Your aloofness tells a different story. I no longer know what you're thinking. With my parents gone and with your refusal to even accompany me in my time of need, something broke. Or maybe it happened long ago, but I never saw it so clearly before, even after everything. I don't make you feel comfortable? Really? That's all you have to say? I won't waste any more life waiting for things that'll never come. Of course, that's what you expect me to do. Play the good wife so no one will laugh at you for being the failure you are, to shield you from the truth of your existence. Lost in your books and vapid verse, blithely drifting into the mists of time, as if not even a footnote, when you could be raking at it if you'd only used your words for anything other than personal indulgence. You talked and talked about your path, the winter blueness of my eyes, all that nonsense, and the years rolled by, the seasons came and went, on, you pursuing your dreams that will never be, lost in your damned words, looking for clues you'll never find. I'm sure you're doing it even now with your rotting books. You took the best years of my life, and gave only empty words in return. We've gone as far as we can, and something's got to give. S. I sit here. I know.
I hate her so much.
I can't stand hearing that phrase.
The stains on this bed suddenly make me mad. Angry, even. Why must life always end up so sordid and hateful? I'm not crawling in there. I'm too riled up for that, and it's just not dark enough anyway. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. That incessant noise! I should smash this useless antique to pieces right now! It can't keep the time for 5 minutes straight. Chimes completely at random and never stops making that infernal noise. But Hey, guess who thought it was so cute? This thing has caused me more sleepless nights than I care to remember. No wonder I'm going crazy. Why torture myself trying to remember? It feels darker
You
by
have
the minute, but the
issues.
sun is still high in the sky. Or is it? I feel so turned around. It can't be happening. No, I can still see even if the light is going. I'm not turning it on. I'm too upset to even think straight.
Turn it on!
I hate her so much.
Surely there's something else you could say besides you hate her.
How could I have been so blind? Her vanity. Always fixing her hair before bed. Doting on her hair like a child. But I'm being unfair. Would I have wanted her to be some frump? I'm too angry to even care. All she cared about was herself all along. Her needs, her feelings. That's all that ever mattered to her. What about mine? All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I can't even bear to look at my face. She's really done a number on me. She never descended to criticizing my looks, though. Even when we fought, even when my hairline started going. It was a sore point for me. My thoughts are all over the place. Get it together, damn it. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. I tried to flush these a long time ago, but someone noticed, as if she cared about my impotent life. High blood pressure? What a load of bull. I've never felt better in my life.
I'm sick and tired of having to pamper you like a baby. Fine, I hope you have a great, lonely time at the hospital.
Why torture myself trying to remember?
Where are you going? Oh, that's rich. Just run away.
I just needed to blow off steam, to be somewhere else, just for a while. But I can't even remember what we argued about.
That's how fights always go.
Unless she was the one who left. I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. She once told me how I supposedly used words to fool her somehow, but what did she think this stuff was? Natural? How was I supposed to react when she used this anyway? She knew I loved her. It's not like we have to say it over and over again. The smell of this disgusts me. So many lies, so much deceit. She probably left it here just to spite me. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies.
Dearest, how do I say any of this? And then you toppled us on this.
Guess I could have thanked that heartless slut at least once whenever she covered up her body. No, this isn't like me. I must calm down. If anyone is to be blamed, that's me. This ugly old thing makes me feel sick. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. How could I be so inconsiderate? Did this stupid lamp destroy my marriage?
Oh, how stupid that one sounds.
I will fix it. In case she comes back. I haven't got any bulbs on me, and I didn't bring any tools. Wait, what am I thinking? Why am I worrying about a stupid lamp?
'Cause you want her back.
Why torture myself trying to remember? It's just a book. What good will reading a fairy tale do me? God has never been there for me when I needed comfort. Why would he want to go out of his mysterious ways to help me now? I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. Stupid, feeble-minded woman with her silly menial things. It was she who didn't deserve me. I wouldn't waste my intellect on this sublunary distraction. She probably cared more for this plant than she cared for me. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I should tear all her filthy, disease-ridden clothes apart and burn them. Everything she wore, just to lure me in. Not even these violent impulses give me the strength I need to open the armoire. What is wrong with me? I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember? A part of me still thinks she'll forgive me and come back, but I've lost all hope now. Do I deserve to be forgiven? What about all the things she did and all the things she said?
Words and dreams may be enough for you, but you know what? You'll get a chance to test that soon because I've had enough.
I'm too upset to even think straight. It's like looking into my own soul right now. Did I see shadows move? No. Just my imagination. It's like the whole world is against me. Even my mind is playing tricks on me. I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. All of this...
I sit here on the... I no longer know what...
pathetic souvenir. I couldn't care. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think. I hate her. All of the... I couldn't... Why torture... I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship. Her wedding ring or mine? But what is it doing here? Oh, please, no. It's hers. I can't believe she would just leave it here. Where the hell is she? No. It can't be true. No. No, I didn't do it. I need to wake up from this nightmare. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. I remember how happy these made her. She smiled. That wonderful smile. I must have gifted these to make amends or something. Or did I? Did I ever gift her anything? She loved her trinkets more than she loved me. Right? Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. I want to hurl the whole damn lot into the lake. Or just tear at the pages until the wind sweeps them away. Some of these started a mildew long ago. Nothing gold can stay. Frost. Oh, those words. Those damn words. My whole life's been consumed by them. Now I have none left to say. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much.
You realize how stupid this was? You had a plan. I took measures to ensure nothing like this would happen. But no, you couldn't help your downfall. Please tell us moving now. The bulldozers are coming any minute.
My God.
Don't worry.
What is
It's all
this?
covered.
It can't.
Spent much time here.
It isn't.
You think it was
How did it happen?
Sorry,
I
baby.
can't remember. It's already rotten beyond recognition.
fine. You need to
But how much time has passed? It's dry and withered. A body takes at least weeks to... How long has it been?
You realize
I can't even remember how I did it.
you had a plan. I took measures to
Maybe I didn't. Do I have brain damage?
couldn't help your
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised.
moving now. The bulldozers are coming any minute.
Don't worry.
My own dark world. Barely alive. Is this my eternal punishment? I wonder if this plant is poisonous. With my luck, it would just give me a headache. Atropa belladonna. You were a better fate for me. Is this purgatory? Job, was it? Why did I not die at birth? For now I would have lain down and been quiet. I would have slept. I would have been at rest. To hell with this book. I should electrocute myself with that lamp. I don't need to see that horror any better. Is there someone out there? Or am I hearing things? I'm not taking any chances by turning this on. Please, let me wake up. Let it be a dream. In that sleep of death, what dreams may come. I can't bring myself to close my eyes. I know I'll see her. What have I done? Isn't time supposed to heal all wounds?
It doesn't.
I've really gone insane this time, haven't I? I could swear time is standing still. How long must I suffer? Would death be guaranteed? If I'm too much of a coward to try killing myself with this. No light. Only darkness. The sun is a silent death for some. Dehydration. Delirium. If I smash the window, I could just slit my wrists with the shards.
This is dark.
Bashing my head through might cut a carotid artery, even quicker than the wrists.
Sounds too much like somebody I know.
Dearest. And then
When was the last time she brushed her hair? Did I brush her hair? They say hair is just dead cells anyway. The more hair you have, the more strands of dead cells sprouting from your scalp, streaming behind you in your wake. Shattering it would get me some sharp shards, but no. I'm so drained. It's all futile anyway. If only I could see her hold this again. But now,
You're not going to.
this is real. No dream was ever like this. I can't touch it. It was hers. What did I do to my love?
Great question.
It smells sour and musty, like decay, evidence. Shit. Evidence. I can't run from this. I didn't deserve her. Whatever happens to me, I will deserve it. She's not coming back. She never left. I've been running from a lot, but I can't run away from this. I must be in shock. It still hasn't sunk in emotionally what I must have done. What else would explain it? What's happening to me? Is this real or some kind of drug-fueled nightmare? Wish I could overdose myself with this. Nah, an easy way out is never the best one. My head is pounding. Is it the pills I never took? Is this my punishment? I can't bear looking at this. All the neglect within. I didn't look enough at her. And now, it's too late. Her purple dress, like it was torn out of the night sky. And I tore her life from her.
With a twist of wind, Oisin fell hard on his homeland ground, watched his mount flee, looked up and found a silent banshee, crone of silver hair. How came I here? Stranger as all, on time's rocking bier. Thou art old, but recall to me a bard I knew in youth. Now make way, man's husk. I go bury my past in the crimson dusk.
With a twist of wind, Oisin fell hard on his homeland ground. You and me both, my warrior poet. You and me both. I read somewhere, I forget where, only one way a fairy romance can end. There's only one way anything can end, really. It might as well be a coffin. Everything within it is just dead. I should bury my sorry self in it. All those memories. I'm so sorry, Serena. I loved you.
I sit here on the train, taking... I no longer know...
Dead, worm-eaten wood. The many times we sat here, so many. To think there would ever be a last time. The dinners, the laughs. I can't bear looking at it any longer. I must have taken her ring off when... Why is it in this chest? Was it guilt? Disgust? Denial? In sickness and in health, until death do us part. Why did she have to be like that? Why did she always toy with my feelings? What have I done to you, my Serena? I can't think about this. I feel faint. Have to breathe normally. My face. What's happened to my face? Is this my punishment? It's
You're
like
dead,
looking
man.
into a mirror. I've just been slowly rotting inside all along, until I took her life. I am a demon, a destroyer, impure. I'm getting hysterical. Seeing this, I can't help thinking of pepper spray. It doesn't even make any sense. Pepper, the black condiment. I have to focus on something, just not this. I need to stop staring at this idiotic thing. If only I had died of high blood pressure, at least she would be random associations. I remember after our fight just staring at this salt shaker for what seemed like hours. Serena was the salt of the earth. She was my pillar, my guardian angel. What have I done? There's no point. No point at all. The more I look at this, the more it feels like an electric chair. I won't see her sitting on this chair ever again. I just don't know how to cope.
Don't worry. It's all covered. We spent much time here.
I'm going to be sick. There's no booze, no food. Even if there was anything left to eat or drink, I couldn't force it down. There's no point. Just words. This is not life. All the words in these books couldn't bring her back to me. What have I become? All the knowledge in here was at my reach, and yet I was blinded by ignorance.
Don't worry. It's all covered. We spent much time here.
That night, the night we had that fight, this is where she told me. What a damn fool I was.
Don't walk away from me. Don't you care anymore? Stop. Get back here.
She was right. I wasn't good enough for her.
I know the feeling, man. I know the feeling way too much.
Those noises sound like more than one person. Who can it be? The police? Are they coming for me? I deserve it, but I want to see who it is first. There's something about those voices. I must know. The window.
Do you realize how stupid this was? We had a plan. I took measures to ensure nothing like this would happen. But no, you couldn't help your damn self. We can't risk moving it now. The bulldozers are coming any minute.
Fire will do it.
Do you think they will buy it after all this time? It's been months since you...
Don't worry. It's all covered. He spent much time here.
Fine. Give me the kerosene. Oh shit. You forgot your... Fuck. It was so stupid to leave it. Why did you do that?
Can you calm down? I couldn't bear to wear it any longer. It's in a safe place. We'll pick it from the ashes.
No, not like this. Please. No.
There you have it. That was Serena. An old cheap flash game that I've had for the longest time and just never played. But now I have. And now for this music to finish us out. that's that. Serena.